right, 7 minutes after 9 o'clock, and a little bit late start. And Gary is here. Gary Pascal from the Vets Helping Vets. This is Veterans News. Gosh, I messed up your whole intro, Gary. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Larry, and good morning, veterans. Good morning, listeners. It's great to be here on this beautiful morning in our wonderful city. Larry, it's just a pleasure to be able to talk to veterans on behalf of Hank. Hank loves being here, and I know everybody misses him, but the only reason he's not here is he's out there trying to make things better, and he's working on grants, and he's working on meetings to even expand the great facilities that God's blessed us with over at the Veterans Resource Center on Silver Springs Boulevard. But Hank is going to be here as much as he can. And when Hank's not here, of course, y'all got to put up with me. But it's good to be here. And we do have to start off on a little bit of a sad note. I don't have any military casualties this morning, but I do have a fire casualty, and I have a law enforcement casualty. Starting with the fire casualty, I have Assistant Fire Chief. His name is Christopher Pryor. He was with the Laval Volunteer Fire Department in Laval, Maryland. His date of death was February 25th of 2018. And we also have a law enforcement casualty. We have Corrections Sergeant Mark J. Basserman, whose end of watch was Monday, February 26th, and Sergeant Basserman was with the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections in the great state of Pennsylvania. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the families of these firefighters and law enforcement officers. Larry, if you do Amazing Grace for us.
That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
And we're back. Veterans News. Go for it, Gary.
It's great to be here. And if it wasn't for WOCA, we wouldn't be on the air every week. So we want to thank our wonderful station owner, Joe Martone. And he's my favorite radio personality besides Cousin Brucey.
Oh, gee.
So that's a big honor. And
that's a big honor. Okay.
And Joe, tell him what Bob Wines does for us.
Well, Veterans News is brought to you by Bob Wines Community Gardens and Nursery. They're located at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in lovely Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilize, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wines Community Garden and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952. And remember, veterans, with proper identification, you get 10% off at Bob Wines Community Gardens and Nursery. Give them a call, 629-5766. That's 629-5766. And we thank them for sponsoring. Also, Hires Baxley is a sponsor. Gary?
Yes, and Hires Baxley has had generations of families honor them with their trust and confidence. And they believe it's because over the last 128 years, their team of caring professionals have established a reputation of serving families with excellence and compassion. Hires Baxley currently partners with the Boy Scouts of America, Troop Number 72, to properly dispose of decommissioned American flags. They are also a drop-off location for the program called Cell Phones for Soldiers and Helping Heroes Home to provide minutes that matter. Hires Baxley is located at 910 East Silver Springs Boulevard in our own beautiful Ocala. You can call them with any questions you may have at 352-629-7171, or you can go on the web and find them simply by Googling hires-baxley.com. And I also want to mention that they partner with Veterans Helping Veterans to get food, personal items, toilet paper, and laundry soap for veterans. They're a drop-off location for that, and we appreciate their sponsorship very much.
Definitely. Well, I'll quickly gobble and gibble about the Strawberry Festival and our involvement, and then I'll turn over the whole thing to you, and I'll be out of this room. How's that, Gary?
Well, I'll miss you, Joe.
Well, you got to get better aim. Okay. Better won't boom. This coming Saturday, if you haven't heard, it's at the McPherson Government Complex here in Ocala. It's a Strawberry Festival. We're looking at about 35,000 people that will be here this Saturday. It is a well-attended event. About 243 vendors are there. A car show, wag the tail, pie eating contest, just a good down-home country fair kind of thing. But it's the Strawberry Festival. And Veterans Helping Veterans this year is going to be directing cars when you park. So hopefully parking will be much, much easier. And the veterans are going to be holding buckets and asking for donations. And we're splitting it 50-50 with Habitat for Humanity and us at the Veterans Helping Veterans. So when you come and you at your spare change, your extra dollars in your pocket, the buckets will be there and the veterans will be there and they'll be smiling. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, started about 46 degrees, high of 73, sunny all day. So it's going to be a fantastic day. I'm looking forward to that long 14-hour day, but it's going to be okay. And that's all I really have to say today, for Veterans News. I'm going to just step out and give it to you and our fabulous guest.
And don't feel too bad about the long day because I talked to Habitat yesterday, and they're going to supply us with hot dogs and water. So
I didn't want to let that out. Okay,
we'll do a good job.
I didn't know that.
We also want to let everybody know that the Vietnam Traveling Memorial Wall will be in Ocala in May. So go ahead and put this on your calendar. We got a little bit of time left. Unfortunately, a lot of us might not be able to make it to Washington to see the actual wall. It's a great experience. It's tearful, and sometimes, it's a healing wall. To have the wall, that's something we waited a long time for. And, veterans of that era really feel good about this wall. We're honored to have it. And even though it's a replica of the traveling wall, it still is the wall.
Okay.
And it's an exact replica. Each name is on it. This is going to be a 3-day event.
All right, Gary, take a breath. We'll continue this right after this break. AM Ocala Live and Veterans News.
We got it.
If you don't believe this is a super early azalea season, then open your eyes and look around town. They're everywhere. They're in gorgeous bloom right now. Now all you have to do is get down to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens for their fabulous truckload azalea sale. Here's a super buy, a special selection of variegated dogwood azaleas, number 1 size, regular $7.99 for just $2.99. Yes, I said just $2.99. Of course, Bob's still got plenty of those ever-blooming red ruffles. They're still just $3.99. And how about about veggies, Bob's got them in a big new veggie section right out front. They're still just $3.49 for the jumbo 4-pack. Buy one, get one at half price on the trees, so don't miss that sale right now. All going on now during the Camellia Show Spectacular, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2 at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Homegrown, locally owned since 1952.
Northwest Florida's largest RV show is coming to the Florida Horse Park. It's the Ocala RV Show, March 1st through 4th. A huge selection of RVs with show special pricing and drive them home financing. Daily door price of 2 $100 gas cards each day, no purchase necessary. Thursday through Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Buy one, get one free admission Thursday. $2 off military and first responders every day. Adults $5, kids under 16 free. The Ocala RV Show, March 1st through 4th. Wherever you roam, you're always at home.
The sound of the bat cracking, the crowd cheering, the smell of overpriced but tasty hot dogs, the memories that will last a lifetime of your first baseball game with little Johnny. Your team wins. It was a great night until you get home. It's 9 p.m. and your wife says you have no water.
We have no water.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Rule number 1, don't panic. Remain calm. Okay, that's 2 rules.
We don't have time for jokes, funny man.
Okay, think back. On the way home, you heard a radio commercial.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Eureka. You saved the day. You remembered that Mike Scott Plumbing doesn't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. You are a genius.
Hey, Mr. Genius, did you remember the phone number?
Of course you did. Remember, you're a genius. 352-237-2888. Because at Mike Scott Plumbing, if water runs through it, we do it. Even if water's not running through it at this particular moment. Mike Scott Plumbing.
All right, 19 minutes after 9 o'clock, let's return to Veterans News with Gary Pascal. Gary?
Yeah, and getting back to the wall, again, those dates are May 25th to the 28th. And like I said, we're honored in Ocala to have the wall, and it's going to be in our own Veterans Park. If you're a Marion County veteran, like I said, our own Veterans Park, it's your park. And a great man that I know, Mr. Jeffrey Askew, who is the head of the Marion County Veteran Service Office, takes care of the park. And when something like this comes to the park, Jeffrey really goes all out. So all 3 of those days, I know he has special events planned. And if you want some more information about that, if you got a pencil, you can call him at the Veterans Service Office, 352-671-8422 for more information about times and what's going to be going on. And please take this opportunity to see it, especially if you're unable to get to the one in Washington. I have a very special guest with me this morning, Miss Harriet Brinker. She's an RN, and she lives in the Rolling Greens community, which is a great community here in Ocala. And she's going to talk a little bit about a doll show that's going to come to our area. And she's also very active with the Elder Planning Council. And Miss Harriet's got some really good information to give us. Miss Harriet, you want to introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. This is Harriet Brinker. I live in the Ocala Rolling Greens community, which is a beautiful golf course resort area. On March the 24th, we are having a humongous doll show, and the event is focused on one charity, and that is our veterans in our county who are continuously in need of care and services. And with hard work, it will be provided. It is being provided. Additionally, I am so happy to be living in Ocala to see how our veterans are being taken care of and future plans. We have an elder care planning council in Central Florida that I just was invited to become a member of. And there is a brochure here that I'm going to leave, and I hope that copies could be made to pass out to our veterans and families in the community. It does many things. For example, the prescription drugs are only $8 a month. There is a program for that. Contact numbers of where I could be reached, or the person who is in charge of the program can be reached with further information. We hope to distribute the information in pamphlets throughout the community. The veteran services are going to be provided with the sale of tickets at the Doll Show event, and that'll go for door prizes. We have beautiful door prizes for people to pick, and the money that is made on the tickets will be provided for the Marion County veterans and Rolling Greens Vietnam veterans and the shoebox unit that's housed in our area. How did I get started and how did I get interested in this aspect? Well, going back to my family in World War II days, my father, my uncles, my cousins, and the family keeping the history of the events on as I grew up. The other thing is our borders are wide open, and I feel that the safety of our country and our cities and our towns are utmost important. Our president and his cabinet are working very, very hard to secure our country and our borders, and we need to work with him to eventually have some kind of control over who comes in our country and who doesn't. And then from then on, we can build up on other aspects. How did I get started? I didn't answer that yet. Is that in 2014, I became bewildered when I learned and I saw in actuality veterans under the bridges, on the street, reading information that our veterans are dying, about 22 a day, from not being able to get appropriate medical care or getting to medical care centers. With that, I did a lot of research, and I presented an article, which was an essay, which was published. And from that time on, I've been having this in mind to continue to work with and look forward to. And so I am honored today to be here to see what Ocala and Marion County are doing on behalf of the veterans. There is more to do, there is more to go, but we can include Rolling Greens in with my help, I am sure.
Ms. Harriet, there might be some veterans that's new to the area. Can you tell them, maybe give them an actual address, a contact phone number, and tell them roughly, I know it's off of Baseline Road,
Yes.
but approximately where and how they would get into this
Program,
the Doll
yeah.
Show and the...
Oh, the Doll Show, yes, thank you. Our address is 1415 West Glen Eagles Avenue, off of Cherry Road and Baseline Road, which is Route 40. Route 40 extends from Silver Springs Boulevard all the way to Mary Camp. If you need more information, you can call 954-292-7758. Leave a message, and I will return the call as soon as I pick up the message. I think that'll be the closest way to get the information out to you, because I can direct you, or my husband could direct you to where you're coming from and how to get to the show. The show is March the 24th on Saturday. The doors open to the public from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock. The entire event is free. There's no admission. There's no parking. I have dealers from all over the country. I have near 70 tables reserved, and they're 8-foot tables, and they're free. I have a variety of dolls, bears, whatever is needed. I have a music group that's going to play music, which is unusual for a doll show. We have a lunch going, and Mary McCarthy, who is a volunteer with the fire department, is making the lunch, and of course that'll be for a free charge. You can take the lunch, buy it, and go out on the patio, sit under the umbrella tables, and enjoy seeing people on the golf course, in the pool, walk around the community. If you're interested in the community and you want to take a buggy ride, there'll be someone there that can do that for you, which would be interesting.
And you're going to have some really rare, one-of-a-kind dolls?
Yes. We have listed a Virginia Bassett Little, who is a doll artist no longer alive. She was a well-known doll artist, and she carved wood dolls and made puppets, one of a kind, that are no longer duplicate. We had a show yesterday in Citrus at the Nature Coast Doll Club. We had a luncheon yesterday, and Virginia's little daughter, Janet Maidman, and I brought the collection, and Janet presented it. I put it on Facebook this morning to see a sample of the collection. It is museum. There is no price that anyone can quote on this collection. It is absolutely gorgeous and out of this world. Just seeing that alone is worth it to come to the show.
Okay, can you give that phone number one more time?
Yes, that is my number, because I think we can give you the directions so that people don't have to drive around town. Parking is free. It is 954-292-7758.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be an interesting day, and also the Vietnam Veterans of America will be there. So
Yes,
if somebody
they're
wants
housed in
to sign up,
Rolling
or
Greens,
you're
yes.
interested in that club, that would be another good veterans event.
It's a good club in Rolling Greens. You're doing a good job, and I'm proud of you.
And Ms. Harriet, it was a pleasure having you with us. We thank you.
You're welcome.
And for Hank Whittier, we just want to say, God bless America.